everybody! I have a squad now! I'm so excited. Folks, thank you so much for all your support. I was not expecting to have this much of a following, so to speak, for this stupid little painting project that I'm doing, but the fact that I've got a squad that's showing up in the chat, like, hi! It's so exciting to have you here and to get to be back doing this. And to think I was almost thinking about canceling. Now I'm glad that I decided to wake myself up so that I could be here. Cool. So I'm Chelsea. I suck at video games, so instead I paint things. And we're working on my book nook again today. We are trying to get the third and final wall done today. Couple of changes, obviously. I have bangs now. That was a thing that happened. So yeah, it's so nice to have everybody here, and we're gonna do our best not to break anything. That's the main goal for tonight, is not breaking my stuff. So, I will go ahead and address the other elephant in the room, which is the fact that I am in fact wearing a t-shirt that is licensed with the property that definitely does not inspire this book nook, but it's fine. I wanted something comfy, so it's all good. I've been trying really hard to avoid wearing this shirt because, I don't know, copyright and what have you. I just don't need any issues here, okay? I'm just trying to live my best life, and I don't need anyone coming at me with issues of copyright with this particular project, or this stream, so. But I like this shirt, and I figured I would go ahead and whatever. Just be comfortable. Yay. Creepy deer gif. Oh, I'm so glad I put those gifs in there. So, alright. So, before we start with our usual banter and our usual discussions, I want to kind of explain what I'm aiming to do tonight. So, I have 3 walls total. Two of them are finished. One of them, oh, I think that's music, not physical art. Okay, sorry. Getting distracted. I have 3 walls to this thing, to this book nook. I have finished 2 of them. I have to finish painting 1 more, and then I will be ready to start putting everything together. Now, the issue that we have is that I have tried 2 different techniques for these walls. Neither of them have worked out the way that I thought, and so for this 3rd wall, I'm gonna try to figure out what works better between the 2. So let me just show you what we're dealing with here. So this is the first wall that I did back in March, and with this wall, what I attempted to do was to glue in, I gotta finish these little doors here. That's what we're finishing up tonight, is painting and gluing those. With this first wall, what I attempted to do, I laid the brick facade over the back of the wall, and I attempted to glue these little doors into place without gluing down the facade. So if I'm very careful, you might see that this can still move. It is not attached to the back of the wall. And my thought was, oh, well, I can then lift this brick facade off so that I can attach the lamps that go and can be lit up with electronics, and then I can just replace the facade later. Well, super glue doesn't work that way. So this facade is now attached to the back of the wall to the point where if I try to take it off, it's gonna break. So that first plan didn't work out. The second wall, I tried to trace the outlines of the doors on the backing of the wall. The part that's brown here, I tried to trace on this wood, and then I tried to glue the pieces of these doors into the outlines that I made before I put down the brick facade. That was even worse, because then I couldn't fit the brick facade over the top because the doors are crooked. So method number 2 was a disaster. So instead of trying something different completely, I am going to go ahead and with the 3rd and final wall, I am going to use this method. before I do so, I'm gonna go ahead and try to attach some lanterns onto this wall, because I'm gonna have to do that eventually, so why not just go ahead and risk it all now? So, this kit, this little Book Nook diorama, is meant to light up, and it came with these absolutely adorable little lamps that should be able to light up with the correct power source, which they did not send in the kit. So I gotta figure that out. It's looming over me right now that I have these electronics that I have to figure out. Anyway, I'm not doing electronics right now. So I have to attach these onto this wall, or these walls, through teeny tiny little holes that you can barely even see. That's where the wires go. And my original plan was that I was going to attach them after I put in the doors. I was going to do these lamps last. Well, clearly that hasn't worked. So now I'm going to have to attach the lamps and then glue in the teeny tiny doors. It's all a big mess. So we're gonna do the best that we can with that. So what I'm gonna do first, because I want more footage for my reel of disasters that I'm eventually going to edit and compile and put on my YouTube channel, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try to thread some of these lamps through this wall that's already been glued. Because why not start things off with imminent chaos and failure? So, the worst part is I don't even know if these lamps work. I have to assume that they work. So we're gonna try. Professor Will says you can probably get a cheap 2 to 4 AA battery holder and start from there. Adam would probably be able to set that array up super easily. I agree, and that's probably what we're gonna have to do, because let me go ahead and tell you this story. I'm not gonna dig everything out to show you, but let me go ahead and tell you the story about these electronics. They sent me a kit, with the kit, an adapter that is supposed to connect to a power source through USB, okay? And they were so nice, they even sent me a little remote control that I can use to turn the thing on and off when I'm not using it. Well, whatever piece is supposed to be there, and maybe Will is right, maybe there's some kind of battery holder that the ends need to connect to, because there's two ends, one that is supposed to connect to these wires in these lamps, and there's another connector that is supposed to attach to the USB power source. All right? It would be easier if I were going to show you. I don't feel like doing that. I just feel like describing it. So it's entirely possible that there is a battery pack, but if it's USB powered, then it doesn't make sense that there would be a battery pack. That doesn't make any sense. Anyway, my assumption was that it was meant to be plugged in through a USB power source, but the two ends of this kit, I think they sent me the wrong part, because the two ends of this kit are effectively male to male, which isn't going to work, because they don't click together to connect the cord that attaches to the power source to the cord that attaches to all of these little wires. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm probably not describing it right. I don't know the technical terms for anything. So, all that being said, I do have to find another power source. That doesn't change the fact that all of these little wires are naked, and I have to figure out some way to connect these little wires together to then connect them to a battery source. And yes, I'm probably going to have to bust out the soldering iron. And yes, Adam has some experience with doing that when he's not trying to burn the house down. But I have only ever soldered non-electrical metal, and I don't know that I trust myself to try to solder that without somebody else's help. Okay, well, obviously this is not what I thought was gonna happen. Oh, no, I've just royally screwed this all up, haven't I? Okay, if you're having trouble seeing what I'm trying to do, I am attempting to undo a mistake. I am attempting to thread the wire through this brick facade that is already permanently attached to the wood. Because I am very afraid that if I try to get this gray brick off of the other wood, I am very afraid it's gonna break. And I can't handle breaking another wall. I will be so upset if I do that. But, wouldn't you know it? Oh, maybe I've got a little bit of leeway there. Because my thought is, if I can thread it in... Please. Please, please, please. I don't want to have to break something. Tweezers. There we go. Anyway, because I'm hoping that if I can thread this through, then I can just take the wires behind the facade down to the bottom. Oh my gosh, I think it's working. Oh my gosh, I think it's working. Oh yeah, I did break this wall. There's a little bit at the top that I did in fact snap in half. Sorry, the love of my life, Surf, is here. Hi, baby. I miss you so much. I appreciate you coming to my stream, especially because I'm a dick and I don't come visit yours. Hi. Hi. Anyway, my dearest, most darling Surf suggests a needle, which is probably a good idea, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go ahead and keep up with this method. These tweezers don't even grab at the end. They grab in the middle. What a stupid thing. It might be because they're thumped up with super glue and paint. Who's to say? Also, Surf, this is working, so I don't need your tips. This is clearly fine. Nothing is going wrong. The answer is yes, a needle would probably work better than this, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm committed to doing this in the most difficult way possible. That's what the squad is here for, damn it. Chaos. And I think this one is just the more difficult of the two. thought I could hook it. I thought I could hook the wires. Never ask me to do any electrical wiring in your house. Oh, it's right there. The technique is working. It's just like it's trying. Really, it's really trying. Oh, well, the black wire came through. It's just the yellow wire that I'm having issues with now. So, ha! Take that, Surf! Because I've got something to prove to you. Yes, and this is exactly why I will never shame anyone whose ambition is to go into a trade. Because clearly I'm too dumb to do a trade. Like, electrical work. I can't even do it on a miniature building, much less a full-scale one. Oh, I almost got it! Aha! Yellow wire's out. Success! I did it. Alright. There we go. There we go. So, my original plan, here's the wires. The lamp is crooked, but it is threaded. My original plan was to take these wires straight down to the bottom. That was so stressful. I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna let them hang outside. Because if I really, really need to, I can tuck them in the seam here, and I can take them behind this brick facade. So instead of going straight down, they're kind of going around this little door here. Not that you can see that, which is entirely the point. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just leave those there, and I will go ahead and glue the glue this little lamp. Yay me! I'd like to credit this victory to Surf, because I honestly don't think if he were here negging me, I honestly don't think I would have been able to do this. So, thanks! Alright, so I'm just gonna I'm using super glue still. It's still this Scotch stuff. I really don't recommend this. Don't get the Scotch. I'm just gonna put a little dab here, and then I'm going to pull the wires taut, which gets it straightened out, and then, oh good, it is in fact straight. Excellent. So that should set, and then the wires are free to be maneuvered where they need to go in order to get attached to a power supply later. What are your thoughts on 11.0 and the current meta? I have no idea what we are referring to, so I'm guessing that is a question for somebody else in the squad that's not me, because I'm a dum-dum. Okay. Good. Okay, so we have a lamp, everybody. There we go. We have a lamp. Yay! So eventually these things are supposed to light up. Now, if I were really trying to be good about this, I could easily go get a battery. Scratch that. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a battery. Oh, good. Excellent. I'm back. So I went in to get a battery, and of course my darling husband decides to neg me, and now he's like, I'm gonna turn on your stream to see how this goes. I'm not the one who nearly burned the house down, Adam! He's so smug. It's because he's British. Ugh. Alright. I'm a science teacher. So what should happen here, in my experience, is I should be able to touch the two ends of this wire to the battery, and the lamp will hopefully light if I can actually get the wires to touch touch the battery. Now, a AA might not be strong enough to power this. Okay. I don't think a AA is strong enough to power this. So I will either have to get a D-cell or just hope and pray. But typically when I do electricity with my students, we always use D-cells because they've got a little bit more voltage, which is better, especially because the experiments that we do generally don't have any wires or light bulbs that are bigger than this, and D-cells just tend... Oh, try swapping the wires. Hey, Will, this is why you have an advanced degree and I don't yet. Okay, so I think I did... Okay. Okay, nothing yet. Okay. I've tried both colored wires to both of the... Oh, wait a minute. Black is... Did I do black wire to negative? Because black usually goes to negative. Yeah, nothing. Okay. So this one could be... This lamp could be a dud, or the battery could, just be not enough voltage. So, it was a thought. I tried. Oh my gosh, I just had an idea. I could totally have my students try to wire this up for me as part of their electricity unit. Can you imagine? I just bring in this box of pieces and I'm like, boom! Build it! And then they have to try to put it together and wire it up. Myth, what are we gonna do with this when it's done? It's gonna live on my wall, kids. It's gonna come in, it's gonna live on my bookshelf. Wait, you mean we don't get to keep it? No, it's not your project, it's mine. This is me. This is all mine. That doesn't seem fair. Well, life's not fair. Also, I did most of the work. You just hooked it up to a battery. Okay. Well, we will do more experiments with electricity later. But not right now. Right now, I have a second lamp that I'm gonna thread on the opposite side of this door. And this is going to be a little bit easier. It does not have the same obstacle of the facade being mostly glued down. So it should be a lot easier for me to just thread this through the little hole and have minimal stress and strife. I will say, I will be very disappointed if all of these lights are just duds. That would be extremely disappointing. But I am gonna be optimistic and say that a AA just isn't enough. It needs more than that, and I go ahead and I'll go ahead and find out when we can get our hands on some D-cell batteries. Okay. Hello? Go into the little hole, please. Okay. I know this technique works, but it takes a while. So I'm gonna do my best. And like I said, this side is a little easier because there's not a door blocking the way. Oh no, I have a movie quote in my head now. Shoot. Okay, it's some kid. Shoot. What is it? It's a kid. It's a movie. I want to say it's an 80s movie. And the kid is just yelling, "It's working! It's working!" That's what I'm seeing in my head as I'm starting to thread these wires. What movie is that? It's working! Yes! Will coming in clutch. It is Phantom Menace. 100%. 100%. That's not an 80s movie, though, but it's definitely Phantom Menace. That was definitely what I was thinking of. Thank you to the squad. Okay. This is not the most exciting thing to watch, I recognize, but it needs to be done. Talk amongst yourselves, class. I have one wire that was attempting to snake its way like an ingrown hair up through the cracks of the brick facade. What a simile. But I have now almost got them. I would also argue that that was also Liam Neeson's advice in Taken. Mind your surroundings. Pretty sure it was the same advice. I think Liam Neeson knows one survival skill, and it's look around. See what your surroundings look like. Got it. Okay, I got the black wire again. I don't know why these yellow wires just are not cooperating. Just saying that Liam Neeson would win Survivor if he had a chance. Yeah, maybe. Okay, I was gonna say no way, but no, I'm pretty sure Liam Neeson's got a little bit of a record for beating people up, so Not that Survivor involves beating people up, but you're probably right. He could probably take it. Okay, come on. I got one wire out. How come the second one is being so aggravating? Okay. Oh, no! Oh, it's fine. Okay, we're good. I thought it broke. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. There we go. Woohoo! Both wires threaded through. So I'm just gonna pull those. And I'm gonna bring them to the bottom of the board because that's where they need to end up at the end. Was this the harder way to attach these lamps? Yes. Did it work? Yeah, it worked okay. I'll take it. I'll take it the way that... Never mind. I was gonna make a joke about Taken, but that movie is, that's a sensitive topic. Okay, so I'm going to now apply the glue. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull it taut until that lamp sets. And then we can move on to something else. If only there was some tool that was made for pulling thin... Look, Surf! You're lucky I miss you a lot, because otherwise I would not stand for this disrespect. You come into my house, my chat, with my squad. Okay. There we go. I present to you the 2 lamps. I actually have lamps attached now. Are they perfectly straight? Probably not, but they are attached and the wires are through the bottom of the facade. So now I should be able to eventually at some point connect those wires to a power source. So we did it, gang. We did it. All right. So I'm gonna put that off to the side now. We're done with that one. So, time to move on to the final wall. So, as you can see, maybe a little bit, I did originally trace the shapes of the doors onto this wall, and that was before I realized that that was a terrible idea that should not have been replicated. But at least they helped me line the facade up with the back of the wall. So this is going to be a side wall. It's going to go on the, when you're looking at it, it'll be on the right. So it's going to, I'm sitting here gesturing to my webcam that's over here, that's pointed downwards. I'm over here like, why is it not showing the right side? Okay, so when you're looking at the book nook, it's gonna be showing like this. It's gonna be on your right side when you're looking into the book nook. Guys, give me some slack. I know you guys are all wonderful, but I need a little bit of patience and grace because we had state testing this week and my brain is mush, so. Thank you all for constantly putting up with the essence of chaos that I am. Okay, so for those of you who might be new to this process or maybe have forgotten what is happening, I went ahead a couple weeks ago and I painted all of these teeny tiny little pieces. These are done. We don't have to paint them anymore. The only things that have to be painted still are these little panes that go into the doors. So I will be painting those tonight. The main thing that needs to happen is taking all of these little pieces and constructing them into these right here. There are these decorative mini doors that eventually will have stairs leading to them, but they need to be glued on to the back wall. So we're going to construct the doors, we're going to do some painting, and we're going to construct the doors. And that is what the last wall needs. So what I'm going to do first, before this part gets stuck, oh yeah, I painted the wrong side of this. Before this side gets stuck, or this part gets stuck onto the base of the wall, I'm gonna go ahead and thread the lamps through now, so I don't have to scrape around and try to thread the stupid things through. I really hope that these work. I am gonna be very, very disappointed if I got a bunch of duds. And I'm gonna be optimistic that everything works, but given the fact that the rig for the power source was not delivered with all of the appropriate pieces, as far as I know, given the fact that there are already some pieces that appear to be missing, I am at least accepting of the likelihood that these lamps could all be duds and my thing won't light up. It would be disappointing, but I would get over it. It would not be the worst thing ever. Okay. So how many of these spots are there? I see two. I see two. I have 5 lamps. So does that mean there are 3 spots on this one? 1, 2. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. No, it appears that they sent 1 extra lamp. If I were doing this in a good capacity, if I were trying to be really smart about this, I would check the lamps before I glue everything together. I'm not gonna do that. Because I'm at the point now where I'm committing. I'm committing to the chaos. So if any of these little lights don't work, you know what? The whole thing is still going to look fairly impressive. So even if the lights don't work, I can come up with another means of getting the thing to light up. Because I can't test them with a AA battery. When I get around to doing the dollhouse, I'm gonna have to be a lot better about this. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and be optimistic and say that a AA battery is just not strong enough. If I had a 9-volt, I would go for it, but we don't have any. So, and I'm not gonna run out and get one right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and proceed. We're just gonna stick these wires through and move on with our lives. Okay. So this will be much easier than it was a moment ago. Because my goal is to attach these now so that I can manipulate them later, even if the facade gets glued down. And I can't manipulate the facade anymore. Oh. Well, you know, it would help if the little gap was not blocked with paint. That would be useful. Okay. It was just a little plugged up. Should be good now. There we go. Like a dream. Like a dream. Okay, so that's one. And the second one goes down here. I apologize, as always. I'm trying really hard to make sure you can see everything, but sometimes I forget where my webcam is, and so I put it closer to my face than the webcam. Can you not? Okay. Alright. So they're crooked right now, but at least this way I will be able to wiggle the wires and eventually get them positioned straight. But at least this way I can now tape this facade onto the board, and I can begin gluing things without fear, or without much fear. And lucky for me, I've already got these little sections traced out. So just line it up. Okay. Just trying to make sure all the edges are lined up straight and smooth. And I'm just using regular blue painter's tape because I know it won't damage the paint that I've already put on, but it will hold all of my stuff in place. More for good measure. Okay. Alright, so it's all lined up. If these flop around a little bit, it's not a huge deal. But I will be able to now glue the little pieces in to these gaps here that are going to be the doors. And if the glue also attaches the facade, at least I don't have to try to thread these lamps through a billion weird gaps like I did a second ago. So I'm going to set this off to the side for now because I'm going to do a little bit of painting on these little pieces right here before we start gluing anything down. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna let that sit for a bit. Dry out a little bit. In the meantime... Yes. Yeah. In the meantime, we will take it back to the book nook for a hot second. Because, I can do a little bit of work with the stairs right now. Let me show you what I've got. It's cool. We'll just bounce between projects. Not a big deal. So Book Nook now. We've got these stairs. That's part of the construction process, is making these stairs. So I've got all of these pieces here that are banisters that are going to need to be painted to then connect to stairs. And the stair parts are made of mirror. They're made of mirror pieces. So what I'm thinking we can do, while this base is drying, I think we can pop out these stairs, and I think I can paint those, because I'm planning those to be really simple, just basic brown banisters. And I think we can get those painted pretty quickly, and we can just kind of switch back and forth between them. It'll all be good. I don't see how that could go wrong. So that... and... sorry, I'm seeing a lot of pieces in here for this Book Nook with the moving stairs, and I'm like, I don't know where these pieces are supposed to go. I don't know what you're supposed to be. I know what the stairs are. There's a lot of stair pieces. Okay. Well. Sorry, there's a lot of pieces in here that I don't know what they're supposed to go to. So I'm getting a little overwhelmed because I'm seeing all these things and I'm like, these probably need to be painted and probably need to be need to be attached to something, but I don't know what they need to be attached to right now. Oh no. So I'm sorry, I'm getting all frazzled. We're gonna start with we're just gonna start off with these two things, these two sheets. Let's start small. Let's start small. And hopefully I can pop all of this stuff out without breaking anything. Alright, so I'm getting out the X-Acto knife that came with this kit, just so I can have it in case I need a little tool to help me pop things out. And I will probably need this to cut through some of the mirror pieces that make up the steps. So as far as painting goes, I am just going to use the oak brown. So it will match the banisters of the stairs, will match the doors that I have already painted on my walls. And that'll be just fine. That'll be great. And I've got enough spaces in my palette so I can just... after I unclog the thing... Oh! That was way more than I needed. Oh boy. Alright. It'll be fine. The struggle is very real today. In answer to the question, no, I have not beaten Twilight Princess. In my hiatus, I have not really been in a great mental place. Hence my absence off of stream. Just haven't been in a very creative space. And, I've had to reserve a lot of patience and energy for school. So, no. Attempting Twilight Princess was not gonna be a good idea for me. So, I was saying I feel like I need to stream it, or I feel like people expect me to stream it at this point. I kind of feel like I need to stream it just so everybody can watch me fail. And then rejoice with me when I finally beat it and I no longer have to suffer anymore. So, No, Twilight Princess is still on hold at the moment. I don't know what Terraria is. Somebody educate me about Terraria. I don't know what that is. I'd like to know. I'm interested. Oh, I don't know how they want me to get these things out of here without breaking them. Oh my gosh. "2D Minecraft with a lot of bosses and exploration." Cool. Have never played Minecraft. Not into squares. I did it, and I did not break it. These are going to be the bases of the stairs, so I don't want to lose any. That would be disastrous. I did try out Valheim a little bit. It was pretty good. It was pretty fun. Just takes some getting used to. The controls. So, hopefully at some point Adam will let me join him in Valheim and we can... There we go. We can build our glorious war halls together. Our mead halls. There we go. All right. Success. I got all 4 of the stair bases out without breaking them. I'm gonna put these away now so I don't push my luck. Because I am not feeling as confident about all of these. Do they expect someone to get these out without completely obliterating them? Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna obliterate the wood. Oh man, I was coming in here expecting to just have a fun time, minimal destruction, and now look at me. In my true element. Destroying things. Got one. Oh, this is stressful. This is not what I was gonna say. That was not what... Bleh, bleh. Can't talk. This is not what I was signing up for when I logged on to stream tonight. I was expecting happy fun bird times, and instead I get this. I get splinters of wood and sadness. Oh no. Oh no. On our subject of games that I should play, another one that my friends have recommended to me is Stardew Valley. Because I do enjoy Animal Crossing, so I feel like Stardew Valley could be pretty fun. Oh no. How do they... just don't understand. Do they want me to cut it with the X-Acto knife? Oh, I guess I could have been cutting it with the X-Acto knife this entire time. Oh no. Well, that was just almost too easy with the X-Acto knife. Now I just feel stupid. Look at all this destruction. Look at this. What am I? Some kind of a barbarian? I am some kind of a barbarian. Yes, I also heard that Stardew Valley was a very chill game, which is why my friends recommended it to me. Because, as we have discussed here before, I need to chill, and I need video games that do not ask a lot of me. And I need art projects that do not ask a lot of me either, because oh my gosh, these are delicate little things. I just wanted to paint my bird. Oh. As much as I wish I had the temperament of a ranger in real life, I am 100% a barbarian in real life. I have heard that Dark Souls is very relaxing. It's dark, nothing too taxing on your soul. Somebody's drag racing outside. It's pretty loud. Oh my word. I feel so stupid. This X-Acto knife is perfect for cutting these little slivers of wood that are holding things into the thing. And here I've been, just like breaking things apart. Some kind of a monster. Wow. That is much easier than whatever I was doing before. Apologies for the gross grating wood noises. They're not very pleasant. I apologize for not having these busted out earlier. I was anticipating doing bird stuff the whole time. But oh well. This is fine. Just some more cursed ASMR with gross wood noises. These are so fragile. They are so flimsy. Oh my word, I'm afraid I'm gonna break something important. Alright, we got all the big pieces out. Now we've just got these little bitty pieces. There we go. I was about to say, I have been using X-Acto knives all week. I am not going to have today be the day that I hurt myself. There we go. These will all be a very quick paint, because they're all just going to be one basic color. I didn't break something. There we go. There we go. Alright. I did break something, but it was not something important. It was a piece of scrap wood. I should put this X-Acto knife away before I damage myself. Alright. Yay! Alright, so I am still not 100% sure how all of this is supposed to be constructed. But no matter. We simply need to glue or paint things before we glue anything. So I'm just gonna paint all these pieces here with my oak brown. That'll make it all nice and easy. Look how fast that goes on. Look at how quick that is. My eagle base seems to be drying, so we should be able to pop back over to that in just a minute. Ooh, too much paint. That's what this whole project is. It's too much paint. Now, the reason I'm painting these stairs, besides the fact that they need to be painted, I am stalling for time, because I really do not feel confident in constructing the book nook.
Oh, that's alright.
I have a lot of concerns about construction. So, I figure we're gonna put that off as long as possible with all of our various little projects here. Our eagles and our stairs and our what have yous. This paint looks like chocolate, and now I need chocolate, and we don't have any. Adam, if you're listening, let me know if there's any chocolate. I don't know if you hid something, but I would sure enjoy some chocolate. So it's very weird the way that these stairs are supposed to be built. Like I said, the actual stairs themselves like the platforms and the steps, those are made out of mirror pieces. And I think the goal is to give the illusion that these are magical stairs, that they are magic floating stairs. But it's just very interesting. And of course, I'm gonna have all these little mirror pieces that I have to pop out. And then I'm gonna have to attach them and glue them. And I'm not entirely sure how that all needs to go together. So, that's gonna be fun. Because, for instance, like, this is clearly supposed to be, like, these two are clearly supposed to go together. I haven't the faintest idea how the stairs attach to that. Guess we'll have to find out. Right now, we just need to paint them. Whew. Found this really great lo-fi playlist. Yeah, Gorilla Glue. Yeah. I found this really great lo-fi playlist. It's lo-fi pop culture. I don't think I could get away with playing it on here because I'm pretty sure it would get struck. Because it's just lo-fi versions of like Animal Crossing music and Kingdom Hearts music and Star Wars and like just various different franchises. It's very relaxing. I'm a fan, but I feel like it would get me struck. Sorry, I'm trying to take a look at all the different wood pieces that I have because I'm trying to figure out what stair base would go along with this piece here. Went back today, started collecting the best Pokemon background music for a playlist. Yeah, they had some Pokemon background music too. I'd love to hear what you recommend for Pokemon background music. As someone who has not played a lot of Pokemon, I do appreciate the music for some of the towns. Yes, these are very weird looking combs. I mean, they could probably work. We'll pick a little one. There we go. Yeah, they work as combs. Oh, Zooey Mama, you missed our whole discussion about League of Legends. We missed the whole thing about League of Legends. So, I have been obsessed with KDA lately, because I found out that a new EP got released, and I started going down the the rabbit hole of League of Legends lore, because I wanted to look up some info about these characters. And I had this moment where I was like, oh, maybe I could get into League. I don't know, it seems kind of cool. But I know the rumors, I know the story of the fans and the players, and I just don't have room for that kind of negativity in my life. So it was very difficult for me because I'm like, these seem cool. Oh, there's 140 of them to choose from? No thanks. No thanks. I don't love it. So I don't think League is in my future. I think I'm just going to be paying attention to KDA, and that's going to be it. My favorite is Evelyn. I really like Evelyn. I have been listening to Villain. I've been listening to the whole EP nonstop. And honestly, the only reason that I'm bringing this up is because Adam is sick to death of hearing me talk about it, but I need to talk about All Out because it has consumed my thoughts for the last week, at least. I really like Evelyn. I've also really started to appreciate the lore that they gave to Ari. I just really like the reputation related to, like, or not reputation, but the story of her self-doubt and then her overcoming that self-doubt with the EP. I don't know. I just really like what they've done with Ari. I think it's a cool... It's not what I expected from my assumptions about the, you know, nine-tailed fox girl. So, I really like that. But Kaisa's song is my favorite one on the EP. It's really good. And now everybody's giving me a lot of stuff in the chat. People don't play half of that 140 though. Yeah, I was looking at some of the designs and I went, okay, I understand versatility of characters, but I don't see why people would want some of these designs. Some of them were just kind of weird looking champions. And I was like, okay, well, whatever it takes for versatility. I was reading up on the Seraphine, the stuff about Seraphine. And apparently there's been a bunch of controversy where people didn't love the way that they used social media. As I said, this has been consuming my thoughts for the last week. I think I have consumed every bit of KDA media that Riot has put out on YouTube because I'm just... Oh, it's bad. Anyway, I'm a big fan of augmented reality marketing. I love when movies and like franchises and video games, I love when they do augmented reality stuff. So the idea that they used social media to advertise Seraphine, I think is just so cool. And the way that they used social media to create the character of Seraphine, I think that's really, really cool. Apparently other people didn't like it, but hey, doesn't matter to me. I don't play this stupid game, so, and this is where everybody then turns on me, because I called League of Legends stupid. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Big mistake, big mistake. I think 100% of the League players say the game is stupid. Okay, good. I haven't completely offended everybody. Like I said, I just started going down this rabbit hole of KDA stuff because Pop Stars was really good, and then I found out that they put out the EP, and I just got sucked into it. So I was going and looking up stuff about the champions within the game, and mainly I was looking up their little nicknames because I was just curious what their nicknames are in the game. And then I started going down this rabbit hole, and then suddenly the website is talking about runes, and they're talking about souls, and they're talking about name crystals or whatever. And I'm like, holy cow, there's a lot of extra lore here. And I'm a lore person. I love lore and story. That's my thing. I am totally fine with just absorbing the lore of a video game and never playing the video game. I'm good with that. That's the reason why I was obsessed, not obsessed, but that's the reason why I really enjoyed Kingdom Hearts 2, was because the lore was very, very cool, even though I've never played a Kingdom Hearts game. I thought that the lore of Kingdom Hearts 2 in particular was very, very cool. I'm aware that the lore is now insane, and Kingdom Hearts has become extremely complicated. But yeah, I started getting sucked into the lore of League, and I'm like, okay, this is a lot. I need to not get into this, because otherwise I will not get anything else done with my life. Nothing else done. Dark Souls has crazy deep lore. Check out some of the vids on YouTube. I did get to hear a couple of things about Dark Souls lore. I think it might have been through Game Theory, back when Game Theory was sort of good. And it was pretty interesting to hear. This idea about... What was the one that I watched? I think it was a video about how... Oh gosh, now I gotta try to remember. And this is gonna be bad because I haven't played Dark Souls. I think that the theory... Oh gosh, now I can't even remember, like... And y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. I think the theory that I heard was that in Dark Souls 2, there were 4... Yeah, like there were 4 not champions, but there were 4 allies. No, there was you, and then there were 3 other allies that you could have travel with you. So a total of 4 heroes, essentially. And the bosses of Dark Souls 2 kind of lined up with the motives or the backstories of the NPC allies that you could take with you. I might have to go watch the video again, but it was a really cool idea where each of the, I don't know what they're called, the big bads of Dark Souls. Oh, Dark Souls 3. Okay, cool. So you're following me here. Yeah. So I don't know what they're called, but like there were the 2 princes, and like the 2 princes were connected to your character because of the oath or whatever. And then there was like the soul consumer who connected to some, but like I can't remember the exact specifics of it, but that was a very cool theory. And I was like, oh, if that's true, that would be really, really neat that they have, you know, these specific connections to the allies that you collect along the way. That just adds another layer of it. But then part of what that video was discussing also talked about how a lot of the lore of Dark Souls got revealed through item descriptions. And so that was how you learned a bunch of this stuff about your NPC allies, was because you had to look at certain items, and those certain items had references to these allies and then to these big bads, and connected all the dots. And I went, okay, that's the point where I draw the line. If I have to do extra homework to understand what's going on, I don't want to do that. That's not what I'm about. Just tell me the story. Just give me clues within the actual action of the story. Do not make me read elsewhere. I don't want to do that. I'm not interested in that part. That's another, like, as I said that I enjoy augmented reality marketing. I really, really do. But when there's content that is in a completely external source that is necessary to understand the context of the story, but that extra information is in a completely different format that doesn't connect. For instance, okay, the Five Nights at Freddy franchise has the games, and then there's the books, and the books are canon, and the books are canon to help you understand how the games work. I have an issue with that because I am not going to go read the book to understand the game. I should be able to understand the context of the media from the media itself. Anything extra, anything that augments reality should be an extra and should not negatively impact my experience with the media. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's my feeling on it. And I bring this up because the example I just thought of was Stranger Things. Apparently, there are a bunch of comic books of Stranger Things, and apparently those comic books go into some great detail about what life was like in the Hawkins lab before, I just saw Zooey Mama's comment, I'm sorry. Apparently the comic books of Stranger Things, add a great deal of context to what life was like in Hawkins' lab before 11 broke out and before Hawkins' lab got taken down. Guys, the text, I'm not talking about the text, that's not what I meant. You're twisting my words. Don't worry. Okay, but seriously though, if they could tell you the lore of calculus and make it interesting, wouldn't that make it better? I'm just saying. If someone could have tricked me into liking math, I would have bowed down to that person. Someone's got to create lore for math. But then we'd have to have we could have all the lore connect together. I was going to say we would need lore for calculus and lore for algebra and lore for trigonometry and geometry. That could all tie in together. We could all learn about Pythagoras. Yes. So, remember that gigantic puddle of paint? And I said, oh wow, that's definitely going to be too much paint. I'm nearly out. It clearly was not too much paint. It was clearly just the right amount of paint. And I still have to paint the opposite sides of all these, so. Shows what I know. Yes, let's get a squad league team. I'm totally kidding. You don't want me on your team. It won't go well. I won't be any help. I won't be any help to you. I will cheer you on from the sidelines. All right. Here we go. I'm going to take a really quick break. I am going to get clean water because my water is really gross right now. And then I will come back and I'm going to try to do some more with this this bird base here. And if it's not ready to go, then I will go ahead and keep going with all these stair pieces. So yeah, so I will be back in a moment. Thank you all for sticking around. I will be right back and we will continue hanging out.
I know it sounds silly, dear, but do it for me, please.
Alright, I had a moment of panic. I thought I accidentally drank my paint water. We're fine. I drank my other regular water instead. I was very nervous. Alright. The bird base has dried a little bit more, so I'm gonna put the stairs to the side for a moment. I'm running out of space. Oh no. Oh, I have this whole table over here that I can put things. That's my thought. So, thank you for putting up with that. I will get these stairs done. Make sure my brushes get all washed out. These are scuzzy brushes. Not scuzzy. This one is a little bit scuzzy. It's a little bit dirty. Get that cleaned out. So, like I said, I think next Friday, I'm going to be streaming again. I think it's going to be a special stream that will maybe be video game related. I don't think I'm going to paint next week. I think we'll stick with the usual schedule for the painting stuff. So that would be May the 29th would be the next painting stream. Next week, I think I want to. I'll see if I can find a game. Kind of feel like I'd like to try it at least once. As much as I complain about video games and I'm like, I hate them and I'm no good at them and I don't want to do them, I sort of want to... I should at least try it once. That's what I think. I should at least try streaming a game once. And if it's not for me, I won't do it again. But since next week is kind of weird anyway, with my end of the semester with the D&D group not being able to meet, since it's kind of an unprecedented extra stream anyway, why not? Let's do something a little bit different. Why the hell not? Tetris is probably the only video game that I trust myself to play. With some amount of success. And even then, that's not saying very much. So. But hey, we got some of the stair pieces painted, and we will be ready to move on to those stairs at some point. I'm gonna get this book nook done. It's going to be completed. Somehow, some way. If that means I don't get to have a lot of fancy lights, I won't have a lot of fancy lights. I will just have a pretty box. I have no idea how I'm going to do the electronics for that book nook. I have not a clue. So, the more time I give myself to plan, the better off I'll be, and the longer I procrastinate, maybe the answer will come to me if I continue to procrastinate. I don't know if you can hear that. Can you hear that? That's kind of a funny noise. I dig it. Ben, no, there are no instructions for it. Remember, this is the kit that came with no instructions at all. I shouldn't say no instructions at all. I found someone on Etsy who was willing to sell the instructions as a PDF for $30. I'm not paying $30 for a PDF. No. Unless it's a textbook PDF, that's not happening. No. I would rather risk electrocution than pay someone $30 for a PDF of instructions that should have been included with my kit in the first place. It may not have been $30 exactly, but it was definitely more than like $2. It was definitely an exorbitant amount of money for a PDF. It was outrageous. I'd rather die than give someone my money for a PDF. So we will procrastinate on the electronics part by building the stairs. Because the stairs do need to... They do have to be put together. And then they have to be installed. And there is a staircase that involves movement. That is able to rotate around the book nook. And I still have to figure out how exactly it does that. That part will be a little bit easier, I feel, than the electronics, because it's just a series of gears to move and turn the staircase. So that, I feel, will be fairly simple. But unfortunately... Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Ooh. I apologize if any of you are disturbed or grossed out by bone popping. I carry all my stress in my neck, and I needed that. Anyway, the way that the book nook is set up is, in order to construct it, you have to have the wiring prepared, and you have to have the gears prepared that allow the staircase to move. That kind of all has to be done first before you even really install the other staircases and before you put on any finishing touches. And that's why I'm kind of procrastinating, because I'm very nervous about the electronics, and so I'm putting it off because the electronics have to be sorted out before I can attach any of the walls together to the floor, and I'm not quite ready for that yet. So I built stairs instead. Again, I made a huge puddle of this brown paint, and it's almost gone. I completely misjudged the amount of paint that this part of the process was gonna take. I'm just curious. Bear with me a minute. It's okay. It's just small pieces of wood that are shifting around. Oh. Interesting. Okay. Bear with me a moment. I was curious about how exactly these stairs are supposed to work. So, this is a sheet of mirror. It has been cut out with the stair pieces. And as I thought, there are enough little holes that are supposed to plug in, so to speak, with all of these little pieces here. Wow. Holy moly. I'm sorry, I'm looking at all these pieces and I'm getting a little overwhelmed. I don't know where these are supposed to go. They have all kinds of labels and stuff, but I don't know where they're supposed to go. How exactly they're supposed to fit together. How do you want me to fit these together? I mean, so these are meant to be the actual steps. These parts are meant to be like platforms, like landings on the stairs. I don't know what... Oh, man. This is gonna be a whole extra task, isn't it? Whole extra chore. Oh my. There's just a lot more. There's a lot more pieces here than I had remembered. And okay. All right. Well, that's future Chelsea's problem. That's not my problem. That's on future Chelsea. I get to just paint stairs. I don't have to worry about mirrors. I am not future Chelsea. She can sort it out herself. My nice drop cloth is becoming extremely gross with all this brown paint. I had to switch back to the teal color. The last time I streamed, a month ago, the black was just wreaking havoc on my camera focus. It was not good. I don't know if you noticed so much, but I was noticing at different points, and I just did not... It wasn't very good. I think part of the problem is that the black background made the wood pieces too reflective to the light of the lamp, and then the camera just was getting a lot of overexposure, and I think that just created an unpleasant viewing experience. If your experience was not unpleasant, I'm very happy. That makes me very happy, but I'm gonna try to keep it as pleasant as possible for all of you. All right. Oh, man. I'm sorry. Oh. It's time for bed. It is time to go to bed. It's been a long, long week. And my body is like ready to go to bed. I should have saved that Red Bull for tonight instead of wasting it this morning. I'm just thinking I'm not even going to be able to clean all of this stuff up. I'm going to have to keep all my paints out so that I can remember which colors I used on what project. Paint water is an energy drink. Listen, if it were a slightly more attractive color, I maybe could be tricked. But that's nasty. That's just straight nasty. I'm not putting that anywhere near my face. Tastiest looking color. I think pink for me. I feel like pink's a pretty good one. Unless pink makes you think of Pepto-Bismol, in which case that might not be so tasty. But I tend to get a I can't talk. I'm sorry. My brain is like slowly shutting down as I'm speaking, and I can't word good. Anytime I see something that's like a pale pink, I go, oh, that looks soft and delicious. I kind of want to put that in my mouth. I'm talking like a pale pink, like a pastel cotton candy pink. Yeah, salmon's another one. Salmon, ooh. Salmon's a good one. Salmon. It's obviously salmon. Oh, I haven't watched Wreck-It Ralph in a while. I finally got Adam to watch the original Karate Kid. Was very pleased with that. He'd never seen it, so we found it online. I made him watch it. Sorry, I just heard a weird either violent sneezing or crazy screaming. I think it was violent sneezing. I think we're okay. Zooey, the conversation that we had is that Cobra Kai is the only sequel of The Karate Kid. It's a shame that they didn't make any other sequels of Karate Kid, but it's a good thing they made Cobra Kai as the follow-up, the one and only follow-up to the classic movie, Karate Kid. We can agree to disagree. No, we haven't watched Cobra Kai yet. I would like to. We just haven't gotten around to it. Because I am also trying to get him to watch some other classic 80s movies as well. And, we just have to slowly work through the list. So. But at least now he knows what Cobra Kai means. It was actually pretty funny because when we first were going to watch the movie, I said, okay, do you know anything about this? And the only thing that he knew from Karate Kid was wax on, wax off. And I said, okay, well, that's a pretty important part, so that's acceptable. And then obviously he had heard the song before. You're the best. He had heard that one before. But other than that, he was not familiar. So, now he's educated, and now we will have to watch Cobra Kai. And, get him caught up with that. Oh boy. Alright. Stairs are painted. Base, I'm done with that for now. I need to go to bed. Like I said, I just got hit very hard with some sleepy. So, I am going to sign off for now. Thank you all again for joining me and for coming back, even after I rudely ghosted you. It means a lot that there are, some very nice people who are interested in what I'm putting out there and who want to come and just hang out and just have a good time. This has been a great experience, above and beyond what I hoped I was going to have. And I really appreciate the fact that you all were willing to give me another chance even after I was gone, missing for a while. So, thank you all so much for being here. As I said, we're gonna plan to have an extra stream. Whoa! I gotta be careful with where I'm kicking things, because I did. I spilled the paint water. Ugh. Look at this. I kind of feel like I need to have a third. I kind of feel like I need to have a third camera that's the paint water camera. So we can just watch how disgusting it gets over the course of the stream. Oh man. I don't know that I could justify buying another webcam for that, but that could be kind of funny. Paint water cam. That would be weird. That would be weird. Anyway, as I was saying before I caused another upset on my table, next Friday, the 21st. Yes, the 21st. No. Yes. Next Friday is the 21st of May. I'm getting it all mixed up. Yes, the 21st of May is next Friday. The plan is that I'm going to have a bonus stream. And I do think we're going to go ahead and make it a video game. I'm sorry. Adam is screaming in the next room and all I hear is, "You blew me up! You blew me up, you mother!" Oh no. Okay, I have to go. I am in like slap happy mode. It is time for me to go to bed. As I was saying, video game, some type of video game, next Friday, it will probably be with Adam. I don't know if we will do Smash Brothers or if we will figure out how I can stream Twilight Princess and finish that so that we all of us together, the whole squad, gets the satisfaction of seeing me complete that game. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But next Friday will be some type of bonus stream, and then I will stick with the painting schedule. We will stick with the bi-weekly as we have been doing. Or at least as we were doing before my hiatus. So, we will come back to this next time, because we should be able to finish this within the next session and be able to get the terrain on there and, make it look really nice and pretty after I have a little time to rest and kind of come up with a plan of what I want to do. So that's the plan. So hopefully you all will be able to join me next week for our bonus stream, and then we will just carry on with the craziness, with the madness that we have here. So that's gonna be me gone for tonight. I'm gonna clean out my paint palette, and then I'm gonna go and crash. I hope you all have a wonderful night and a great weekend. Thank you again for stopping by. I appreciate all of your support, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care.